It must be that I'm not tall enough. It must be that I'm not this ethnicity. It must be that I'm not built enough. All these things that are genetics, right? It must be that because I'm not having success. Hey, what's up, guys? Dale Valor here from Modern Valor Dating. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that comes up so much in the Modern Valor Dating Facebook group. And it's just a philosophy that, I just see a lot of guys talk about and study, try to understand and apply to their game, apply to their life, all those things. And so I wanted to talk about it today because I don't really know a whole lot about it. I guess I know the broad strokes. I know the bullet points. And so if you guys know more about it than I do, please drop comments in the comment section. I'd love to talk about it, learn a little bit more, see what I agree with, what I disagree with, things like that, man. An education's a good thing. So what is it that I'm talking about, right? What I'm talking about is black pill philosophy. All right, so we're gonna hop into it right now. Let's go. My first thought that I have on black pill is the things that I look at and I see that it's true about it. Things that I agree with, things that make sense to me. So I want to go into that, and then we'll talk about some of the things that doesn't really jive with me, right? So the first thing is looks and status. All right. Now that's a huge thing with black pill in that, your looks need to be a certain level, looks maxing, all that kind of thing. Ultimately, it just comes down to physical attraction and or status. That's really all that attraction is about. Now, I agree with that, but I disagree with that it's all that matters. I do believe these things matter, all right? I think there's this misconception that's like, all right, black pill guys think that only that matters and pickup guys don't think it matters at all. I don't believe that to be true. I think that it matters. I just don't think that it matters as much. Now, it's like this, man. How much does it matter? Well, I think that's up to the individual. I think it's up to the woman's perspective, how much that matters, okay? So let's start there. Let's start with the things that I can get on board with, all right? It's important to try to look your best, to present yourself in the best possible light, to get into shape, to, make sure that you dress in a way that accents your features, all those things is important, man. Like, I believe that, everything counts. When it comes to game, everything counts. And that's something that falls under the canopy of everything, right? So it counts. It's something that you should work on. It's something that you should strive to be at your best with, okay? I'm doing that right now. Am I in my best physical condition? Absolutely not, man. I'm not gonna pull any punches, but I'm working on it, right? Like, I started a new workout routine, started getting back into the gym here now that gyms are opened up, started, working on my diet, the things that I'm consuming, all that kind of thing, right? All right, guys, we're gonna hop into number 2. Let's go. All right, my second thought is this. I believe that a lot of guys use it as a scapegoat. If things that they're doing isn't working and they're not seeing the type of successes that they want to see in their dating life, talking to women, all that kind of thing, if it's not working for them, an easy out is just to be like, oh, well, it must be things that are out of my control. It must be that I'm not tall enough. It must be that I'm not this ethnicity. It must be that I'm not built enough. All these things that are genetics, right? They must be that because I'm not having success. All right. I can't really get on board with that because I've just seen way too many examples in my life included where, like, if we're going to talk about leagues, right? I'm not a big believer in leagues, but for the sake of argument, girls that you would say is like way outside of my league that I've been able to have great interactions with and, started dating and having relationships and things like that. where the average person looking might say, oh, she's out of his league, okay? Well, that's why I'm not a big believer in leagues, because it's like, all right, I demonstrated that I must be in that league because we're together, all right? So that's the thing, man. Don't use it as a scapegoat. Don't use it as an easy out. If there's things that you need to improve with your communication, with the way that you present yourself, other areas of your life, things that you can work on those. Accentuate your strengths, man. Don't let your weaknesses become such a sticking point that you're just like, pack it up and I'm done. Like, I just think that that's a terrible, terrible idea and a terrible, terrible mindset. All right, we're going to get into number... All right, we're going to get into number 3. Let's go. All right, my third thought is this. I think that a lot of times from the black pill philosophy, they operate from a standpoint or a vantage point that pretty much all women are the same across the board in what they're attracted to, what they want, the kind of guy that they want to be with. And I've just seen too much variance and way too many examples of where that's just not true. Now, are there commonalities and things in general, truthisms that are across the board? I mean, look, by and large, I mean, if we're going to talk in generalities, yeah, sure, okay. But, I mean, I've seen girls that are sapiosexuals, where it's a thing of mindset. They want their mind to be stimulated in order to be attracted to somebody, okay? It's not all physical. It's a part of their mind frame and the way that they communicate and all those types of things. And so, you know, I just see way too much variance, like I said, man. Everybody has preferences. Everybody has certain likes and dislikes and things that they don't want in their life, things that they do. And that's what makes the world go round, man. If it was as cut and dry as that, then man, this life would be so boring. You know what I mean? Because you know what to expect from everybody all the time, and thered be nothing to learn and grow and expand your horizons with, man. So, all right, we're going to hop into number 4. Let's get it. All right, number 4. Other people's experiences. Now, I alluded to this a little bit earlier, but, you know, I've just seen way too many examples of guys that I've worked with, guys that I've seen, you know, just seeing it out in the field, my own personal experience, all those types of things, man. Like, I've just seen way too much to say, like, it's as cut and dry as looks and status. Like, I've seen dudes that are, you know, male model type dudes that get no play because they can't communicate or they can't calibrate and they come off as obnoxious or they come off as way over the top cocky, you know, which I guess is obnoxious, but you get what I'm trying to say, where it's just like people just blow them off because they're like, that dude's corny. Like, I've seen women talk about guys that are attractive that they're not sexually attracted to, like a painting. Like, that's a very nice painting, but I do not want to sleep with it, you know? So it's that kind of thing. I've just seen so many experience, just living my life, man. You know, I've been around the block a couple of times, and I just can't get down with something that is just so cut and dry, black and white as that, you know? So we're going to hop into number 5. Let's go. Number 5. If it works for you, run with it. Okay, so the thing is, man, look, if you are into black pill philosophy and black pill logic and the strategies with black pill, if that works for you, man, go ahead and run with it. If you're happy with yourself, you enjoy life, and everything just seems to roll and work out, go ahead and run with it. Like, I'm not saying, look, you shouldn't be like this, because this doesn't work. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is, if you're using it as a scapegoat, if you're using it as a reason as to why you can't succeed, you may want to change your mindset there, right? But if it's, hey, look, I know guys that have been following that philosophy for a long time and it works for them and they seem like good dudes. They seem like they're healthy mindset and they're having fun and living a great life. Cool, man. Do you? You know, I'm not here to say you shouldn't be like this no matter what. You know, that's not my place. But I would say, you know, honestly take an introspective look at yourself and see what kind of mindset that you're carrying. See if it's something that is actually working for you or not working and you're using it as an excuse. Just be honest with yourself. All right. So listen, guys, definitely appreciate you watching the video. And again, I'm not claiming that I know everything about it. Okay. What I am saying is I know the bullet points. I've seen enough dialogue and discussion about it. I think to at least speak on it somewhat intelligently. So if I'm missing something, if I'm dead wrong about something, call me out. You know, I reserve the right to be corrected. If I'm wrong, tell me. You know, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know, and I would be happy to chop it up with you, happy to dialogue with you, and who knows, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something too. All right. So listen, guys, if you got value out of the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we will see you in the next one. Dale Valor, Modern Valor Dating. Salute.